Hello, I'm Roland Ruiz, General Manager for the Edwards Aquifer Authority. When you look at the Edwards Aquifer Authority's mission, it boils down to three words: manage, enhance, and protect. And those three pillars of our mission come to the forefront during drought. We were born out of the necessity to regulate and manage use of the aquifer. But over the past 2 decades, what has happened is we have positioned ourselves not just as the regulator, but as the resource to the region, resource to people who want to better understand their use of water, in particular of the aquifer. So we're here in a kind of a service-minded approach to be of service to the region, to help the region sustain itself during drought, but just as importantly to prepare for those periods of drought. So it's more than just regulation, it's also service through that regulation and trying to help people better regulate themselves so that the EAA itself doesn't have to do that for them. They can do it themselves. And that's kind of what our critical period management plan is predicated on, is regulating at a high level, volumetrically across the region, but requiring and depending upon each individual to do their part. And again, I like to think that the more we educate folks around the region on what it means to be a good steward of this resource, that they will regulate themselves, not because they have to, but because they want to, because they recognize the value in doing so. And once that happens, which we've seen happen across the region, you end up with a greater ethic for sustainability, and you end up with, as our next generation vision says, you end up with a more sustainable aquifer for all users and all uses of the Edwards.